In this video, I'll be talking about the cardiac conduction system. The cardiac conduction system is the system through which the electrical impulses that are produced in the SA node and the right atrium of the heart, these are a series of specialized cells, cause the heart to beat. These impulses travel from the SA node to the interatrial septum. Through internodal fibers, they get to the AV node, where there is a delay. In this time, the atria can contract. After this delay, which usually lasts 0.1 seconds, the electrical impulse continues to travel through the bundle of His, which divides into the left bundle and the right bundle, then into the Purkinje fibers. After this, the ventricles contract. In this way, the action potential, which is what these electrical impulses are called, travels from one cell to the next, and the signal is propagated. There are gap junctions in these cells, which form channels that allow the ions to travel from one cell to another. When this happens, the threshold is reached so that the depolarization can occur. The resting membrane potential is usually negative because there is more sodium and calcium ions outside the cell and more potassium ions inside of it. This state is maintained by the sodium-potassium pumps. The action potential reverses the polarity of the cell. This is called depolarization. It is later reverted. It is a brief reverse. This occurs as after the threshold is reached, the voltage-gated ion channels open. Then the calcium ions and the sodium ions are allowed into the cell. The other channels open, and the potassium ions are then go outside of the cell. There is a small difference within the pacemaker cells themselves. Remembering that these pacemaker cells are the ones in the SA node, which are specialized and cause the electrical impulse to occur. They don't exactly have a resting potential. The pacemaker potential is what we call these currents, which only occur in pacemaker cells, which open the so-called funny channels. Funny channels then allow a beginning of depolarization, so that the threshold is reached and the other cells can occur. This is the reason that the heart is myogenic. Myogenic means that the heart can beat in and of itself and needs no nerve stimulus. This is because the pacemaker cells can cause their own depolarization. The rest of the depolarization is the same. The threshold's open, calcium channels open, the threshold is reached, calcium channels open, the rising phase of the action potential begins. As soon as the potassium channels open and the potassium starts to leave the inside of the cell, the falling phase of the action potential begins and the membrane voltage goes back to decreasing. This is a period called repolarization, and at the end, much like in the other case, the pumps reset the original ionic gradients. In the meantime, the action potential traveled through the cell. This is how the cardiac conduction system works, and the electrical impulses from the SA node travel through the heart, causing the beating of the atria and the ventricles. Thank you.